Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of the course here. Got my scenery up here, and so far got a lot of you in this course, but everybody seems to be doing real good, so that's a good thing. Um, got our winter scenery, no snow yet here, so maybe where you're at, no snow, but I guess snow's it's good if you don't have to be out in it, maybe, unless you like it. Some of us like it, so. But anyway, so there you go. A little bit of inspiration. I kind of try to talk, do analogies like with running and other things about, how we're, you know, how I use runners. No matter what type of weather, runners, it's an everyday thing. And again, like I say, school is an everyday thing. It's not something you do on Sunday. You've heard me say before, if you've got kids, you don't wait until Sunday to take care of them. It's an everyday thing, or the coffee. And just a little inspiration there. And the other one is you got to be stronger than your excuses. If we were doing live here right now, and we had everybody online together here, I could say, okay, so what was your excuse this week? Depending on your situation, or maybe you didn't have any. Maybe you're going strong, so just keep going that way. But anyway, just want to throw that in there. Alrighty, so let's jump into the course room here. Last week, real good in this. Everybody's in. Looks like most everybody's in there doing some good interaction, um, and doing more than like half of a sentence type thing. I mean, there's some good conversations going on, so that's very good. For those of you that are using the half sentence replies, you need to have a little more in there than just, oh yeah, that's a good idea, So, and I know it is difficult to talk about numbers and math, but again, most of you seem to be coming up with some good things to talk about there. So, okay, and then on the homework, same thing. All the homeworks I've seen like the last 2 weeks, real good. So those of you that have missed one or two or even more, I send you back the answers so you can see which ones we're talking about. And again, if it still ain't clear to you, let me know so I can, give you more detailed, explanation explaining, what was wrong, what was the errors were. So, okay, going into week 3 here, you got 2 chapters. You got chapters 6 and 7. So 6 has to do with commissions. Commissions is another word for bonuses and different things. So there's a lot that goes into calculating that in here. And I just mentioned back in my Domino Pizza days, store managers got bonuses, and that's where understanding. If you get into the accounting classes, finance classes, where P&Ls come in, because that's a line item in a P&L. And there's a lot of things that go into determining bonuses. Bonuses are usually after everything's taken out, taxes, different things. Um, commissions similar. Um, Another thing it reminds me about is, sometimes we'll see, businesses try to do good by doing charities, and saying things like, hey, all the profits go to, the particular charity, which is a nice, as long as that's why they're doing it and not because, it's to raise sales. Because some companies might do it to raise sales because, in the terminology, if they have a real big Saturday because hey, we're going to give, all our profits. But the bottom line is because they had extra people come in, they had extra, food costs, things like that. Um, the profits might only be $50, um, because uh, we're talking profits. After you take out all the expenses, and if you're familiar with P&L statements, those are the things. Now, some companies will just, they do well and it's not an issue, so they'll give all the sales they did that day. So that's just one of those things, but that's one of these things in business, and you're looking at different ways to calculate things and what can you afford to do. Small business cannot afford to give all the proceeds. They can give the profit of that day. Big companies, a little different. So, or you make donations to those companies, and then again, so all this has to do in a way with how these commissions work and bonuses work and what comes out before and after and stuff like that. So, chapter 7 covers discounts. So again, you get a discount, you get a coupon, things like that. That's what we're talking about here. Um, And, depending on what type of business, some places have coupons all the time. Some places have the same coupon all the time. Um, Back when I was in the pizza world, that again, we had some coupons and we had some that were all the time. It was actually cheaper for people to use the coupon or the discount that we would give them versus the menu price. If you notice, sometimes there's a couple of companies, pizza companies. I know Papa John's does it a lot. Yeah, I don't know if there does, but I know that, because I used to be in pizza, I know it's commercials and stuff. So, but they do, hey, buy the menu price pizza, and get something. But, when the menu price pizza is $18, you might not necessarily be saving any money. So, but there again, that's what this chapter covers is ways compute it and figure it all out. So, all right. To do discuss. Okay, so discussion this week, just same last week. Keep working on that. You do have your homework this week, so and similar to last week. Um, Also in this homework box here, there's a little video. So I mean, I suggest you watch that because it'll help you on figuring all that out on how to calculate the commissions here. Now you also have an Excel exercise this week, so you have the homework and the exercise. So again, when you go in here, you open up this Excel sheet, and there it is. So the first thing you need to do is enable editing up there. Once you enable editing, then you need to go over and save the file, and then go into working on these exercises here. So you just got the two, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, just the two. So. And again, if you have problems, if you can't get it all for some reason, go ahead and submit it, and I'll get back with you and let you know, what to do, where to fix it there. So, alrighty. So I think that we covered everything. Chapters, discussion, homework. Whoops, wrong one. Homework, exercise. Okay, and don't forget you got a project due in the last week. So just read over here. If you've got any questions, let me know. And I'll get back with you. Also have an example here you can download and open up, and it has kind of a template for you. So up to you if you want to create your own. Fine. If you want to use this template, and it's got some things in here like things things to do, things not to do. Okay, so so that's pretty much that there. All right, so I will let that go, and make sure we covered everything. And that's okay. So that's pretty much it. So we'll go to there. And the only other thing, I got my little test question I do every week. So let me see. And where's the test question? There's a test question. So you can let me know what you think, what this is. Back in my Army days, did a lot of time overseas and family. Spent some time in Japan also. So there you go. So with that, I will let you all go. Have a great week. Get in touch if you need anything. So doing great, everybody. So good deal. Keep it up. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time.